till now you have seen how to do like a mixing of all those things, that 11 concepts which we have. Using these things, these tips and tricks are anywhere the things which you are there. So coming to here, we have done like our motto, our title is our hard work to make you smart, obviously. So here we have worked like anything the last 3 to 5 days to help you, whether it's a guesswork. It is not a 100% correct work. It is a guesswork. If something is came from here, it will be helpful for you to get at least 2 to 6 marks. We don't know, right? So first time, this I don't know, like whether you people have done, whether you people have seen anywhere or something, I don't know. Apart from my knowledge, I have never seen by doing such kind of things. So we are trying the first time, we are trying to make some guesswork to help you further in the time of this conundrum through analyzing past 200 years topics. So this is the thing which we have done, like anything, like we have focused mostly on these things, because you already know there may be a questions for 20 years, there may be a question for 100 years, there may be a question for 50 years, there may be a question for 5 years. If you see analyze the last for some years of papers, right? So coming to here, coming to the next slide. See here, this we work like anything. So see, this is the previous year's questions regarding the span. See, 1969 to 2019. How many years? Yeah? 50, right. So 1969, what was happened? Very famous thing, bank nationalization, right? Just see here, they have given this bank nationalization concept regarding this thing, service area approach. I think you may never heard of it, but see here, so was implemented under the purview of this integrated rural development program, Mahatma MG Narega and National Skill Development. So any other bank related thing is here? So obviously you may think like you may encounter these things. They are what? Very familiar for you. Obviously, right? These 1, 4, 1, A, C, D options are very familiar for you, right? If you see this is a 1969 scheme, lead bank scheme. After this bank nationalization 1969, they have picked this concept 1969 for the 50 years. They have given this one, service area approach regarding this what? Lead bank scheme. Next, coming to the other one, the terms agreement on agriculture, agreement on application of sanitary and phytosanitary measures, and the peace clause appears in the news frequently. Context of which of the following? Obviously World Trade Organization. So see here, what is the span? So 20, sorry. So when this WTO came into the being? 1995. So that's why we have picked it. So 20 years. Got it? So next, coming to this Quality Council of India. When? So when this question was asked, how many years? 20 years. Next, coming to this Basel III Accord, right? So you already know this one, Basel III norms. Basel norms, you are very familiar with these things, right? So coming to here, Basel III or simply Basel III, just regarding what? So here you already know the thing. For example, whether you are I am not talking about these options, just I am telling the topics. So you can easily do these things. For example, why these Basel III norms are? Banking things, right? So for example, greenhouse gas, is it correct? Next, transfer of technology from developed countries. for chlorofluorocarbons? See, just a single word, no. Next, developed nation strategies for biological diversity. So obviously what? They have given what? Banking finance. 100% it is a right statement. Right. So see here, this Basel 3, this question came in when? This question came in 2015. When this Basel 3 came into the picture? 2010. How many years? 5 years. Right. Yeah, next coming to the another question. That one is National Food Security Act 2013. When this question was asked? 18. Right. See how many years are there? 5 years. So based on this, what you can assume? There may be a chance for span. So I think I have never, so in these years I never seen something in the market regarding this span things. So this time we have tried to get into this last at least 200 years, that is to Jubilee or Silver Jubilee concepts. So see here, if you see the things, they have mostly asked not something, they generally ask like 1 to 2 years previous years topics they will ask, because they are current affairs in the last 2 to 3 years, but don't concentrate on that. At least they will concentrate 10 years or something. They will go, if you see the most of the things, something is 20 and 50 years. If you analyze those things. So I am telling that something they have given, so you already know this, which this year is what? 75 years of? So which one is Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav? So there may be, so we can, I am saying that there may be a possibility something regarding this Azadi Amrit Ka Mahotsav. Got it? So just I will tell you, so we have worked it like heavily, just from the next slide you will come to know. So see here, 200 years, the concepts, 100 years, what was happened, 75 years, 50 years, 30 years, 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, and the recent one. Got it? So next one, see, we are working on this 1822 to 2022. How many years? 200 years. So if you don't have this, try to write it down, because it may help you, because I didn't find anywhere, because it's our effort we have done. See here, 1822, who is the Governor General? Lord Hastings. Just study about him, just know something data about him. Next one, 1822 events, what was happened? Mahalwari system came into the picture. By whom? Holt Mackenzie. I think if you see this last 2016 or 17, they have asked regarding this Mahalwari system question. So there may be such kind of questions they may ask. Whether they will ask something, this Mahalwari, just pick the topics. These topics are very important for you. So Mahalwari system, this Lord Hastings. So see this Namardars, you don't know Nambardars, they will give this Nambardars. So extra things, just go through your books and study. Just see this Nambardars, what the UPSC may ask is, this Nambardars is a part of which land settlement system? Whether it is Raitwari, whether it is Mahalwari, other it is Jamindari or something else, whatever the land system, what they will use Nambardars. You don't know what they are called. Nambardars what? Landlords, or they may ask, they may belongs to this one, or they may ask whether they are what. For example, you know the content. For example, they will give some personality regarding which profession. You are already very familiar with those things, right? Last year, for example, this Hundi is there. You already know those things, right? So they may ask that Nambardars are what? Landlords, landless laborers, priest, all the such kind of things. Got it? So next, coming to this, which area? So after going home, just please work on those things. Lord Hastings and this Mahalwari system. So UP, Northwest Province, parts of Central Province and the Punjab. These areas it was covered. This system divided land into mahals. Ownerships or rights with whom? So these I found something important points, because the other points are very regular which you can find anywhere, any book. But these points I found very important, there may be a chance to pick such kind of questions. Next, coming to this Bengal Tenancy Act 1822. So this question, this topic may ask in the chronology. Got it? They may ask in the time of chronology, like something they will use Bengal Tenancy Act is there, Brahma Samaj is there. So these are all at that same stage, right? They may ask such kind of question. Next, the content is the tenant enjoyed the what? Hereditary right over the land with payment of rent. So this is the chief important point. You cannot read each and every point because these are unfamiliar act. You cannot look. You also see this Rukma Bai case. Yes. So age of consent bill 1891. They have asked the questions regarding these things. You don't know. They may pick like anything. So just go through this thing. Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Because he is at this phase, right? So you have a very good content regarding this Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Just revise this thing. Next one, very important paper. Bombay Samachar. 1922. The founder is what? Fardunzi Marzaban. You cannot assume if they give something a question regarding these things, because the very familiar things, Amrita Bazar Padika, Sushil Kumar Ghosh, you are very familiar with such kind of topics. Deshar Kada, you have heard that thing? Something in last 2 to 3 years they have a question given Deshar Kada regarding a book. Dashar Kada or Deshar Kada or something, a book. I had never heard the thing because I found a different name in that. And in the A, B, C, D, they have given some Mahatma Gandhi, all these persons, I have picked a different name. I didn't remember his name, Dashar Kada. Something like they may give this Bombay Samachar. This different name is there. Farunji Marzaban. Okay, this is the very famous events which was happened during the time of, so it's 200 years. So we have tried to cover it. Okay, next one. Yeah. Sure, but try to write down, because why I am telling you is it will make you practice. So just at least try to write the topics. Fine. So next, coming to this 1922 to 2022, how many years? 100 years. Right? 100 years. What was happened at that time? Got it? Who is the Governor General? Lord Reading. Got it? During the time of 1822, who is the Governor General? Lord Hastings, not Warren Hastings. Warren Hastings is which act? It's regarding? Yeah, Regulating Act. So don't confuse with that Warren Hastings with this Lord Hastings. Next, coming to this Governor General Lord Reading at this time of 1922. Next one, INC session is there. 1922, which is at where? Gaya. By whom? Deshabandhu Chittaranjan Das, C.R. Das. Got it? He was, see, this point is very important. He was a member of the Defense Council. Which conspiracy case? Sudhaka conspiracy case in 1910. So he is active prior to that. They may ask you like C.R. Das, if the question has given regarding the C.R. Das, there may be he may be active only during this time of non-cooperation movement. He is prior to there. Next, coming to here, he endorsed and moved the non-cooperation movement resolution, annual session at Nagpur. So annual session, it's not a special session. See, they may ask you just be it's an annual session. By whom? Vijaya Raghavacharya. So 1922. Okay, Gaya. Just remember C.R. Das related. So why we have focused here is regarding the C.R. Das. What are the things there? So formed what? Swarajya Party or Congress Khilafat Party, same thing, the name is the same. Okay, next one, within the Congress. So these are the other members, Motilal Nehru, Ali brothers, Ajmal Khan, etc. He died in 1925. Then this party got there is a division, responsives and non-responsives. Just after this class, just go through him, C.R. Das and this party. Fine. Next, coming to this 1922 Chowri Chora incident. So very familiar. Last, I think so. If you see the news, when you open the page, 100 years of Chowri Chora, 100 years of Chowri Chora, 100 years of Chowri Chora. But we don't see such kind of things. INC sessions, these person, because what they will do is what the aspirant's mindset is. If you only study this 100 years has happened to this Chowri Chora incident, if you are aware of this thing, then it will be easy. So we don't know, right, whether they will ask in the prelims or mains or whatever, we don't know. Just see here, Feb 1922, at where? United Province. This area is important. Okay, attacker set fire and nothing much to remember here, but remember the Chowri Chora incident, you already know, very familiar. It regarding to this, who is this person behind stopping this? Halting? Mahatma Gandhi, right? Okay. Next. So later they have given this Bardoli resolution. So withdrawal of what? Non-cooperation movement, because based on this incident, they tried to what? Withdrawal of this non-cooperation movement. So which resolution helping this one? Bardoli resolution, not what? Bardoli Satyagraha, right? I think you are very fast. So next, coming to the other important thing is, I'll tell you why here. Prince of Wales Royal Indian Military College. Prince of Wales Royal Military College 1922. Now it is called as what? Rashtriya Military College at Dehradun. Got it? If you see this thing, can any one of you link with the current affair? Yeah? Tell me. Obviously. CDS, Chief of Defence Staff. It's a current affair. Just go through it after the class. Like, these are the important, we don't know, right? There is a link, they may pick, I have shown you, right? The current affair one. They have picked the Jesuit order that stands for me to this Xavier. We don't know. Like, it is our guesswork. We are putting our efforts to make you think smart. At the time of exam, there may be a chance or there may be a possibility. Got it? So see here, Prince of Wales Royal Indian Military College 1922, Rashtriya Military College, it is now called as. Next one, very, very important thing, Mohenjo-Daro was explored in 1922 by R.D. Banerjee, Mackay and Marshall. These persons are important. Got it? So see here, Mohenjo-Daro is an, I think it may come. So you already see this last year current affair, based on the last year current affair, they have given a question regarding Dholavira. So here 1922 the exploration has done. So there may be an IVC related question may come, or else they may directly ask a question regarding this Mohenjo-Daro. We may expect. See, I am telling you, like after the class, just go through it. So I have picked some important points. For example, these persons' names, it is also called as Mound of Debt. So it is in the which bank of Indus River? Right bank. They will give what? They may give left. Just be aware of these things. Right bank. Obviously, see here why I have picked this. Mother goddess is made of what? So what they will do is mother goddess bronze. They may ask like this. Is there what? So other one is bearded man and bronze dancing girl and steatite Pashupati seal. This steatite Pashupati seal has already asked in the exam. Okay. So what they will give is mother goddess bronze. Pashupati seal is made of terracotta. They will give 1, 2, 1A, 2B, all this such kind of, there may be a possibility. I am trying to opening your possibilities. How they may ask. Next, you know the things. So these people are very important because last 3 to 4 years back they have asked a question regarding this what? Who is this person? Pashupati seal. Like what are the animals surrounded by him? Okay. Whether it is an elephant or something, just remember, like just after going to the home, just see this one. with mother goddess one, bronze dancing goal, street-eyed. If you see this one, the bronze dancing goal, you know the technique, right? Which the technique? Lost wax technique, right? So coming to here, if you see this dancing goal, she is in the posture of Tribanga, right? Got it? See, I am telling you, like I am telling the concept here. The expanding, because we don't know, we are doing it a guesswork. If something comes, it will help us, right? So see here, the dustbins are there. Next, spindle walls, granary. This is the very important one. Woman to be sacrificed by a man with knife. This is the thing which was found at where? So other things are there. Just after the class, just go through those things. Next one. Coming to this first levy of entertainment tax in Bengal. So entertainment tax is a direct tax or indirect tax? Entertainment tax. If you go to a movie, is it direct tax or indirect tax? Yes. Just see, we don't know, right? They may ask whether they may ask regarding this entertainment tax. Okay, because it was started first levied at that time, 1820 to 200 years back. There may be a chance of asking a question from tax related. Got it? Next, coming to this Ananda Bazar Patrika. It is not what? Amrita Bazar Patrika. So see, there is a link between this Ananda Bazar Patrika and Amrita Bazar Patrika. They are done by the both brothers. But remember that, so earlier it was 1876, but later relaunched in 1922. So there is a link. See here, who are the personalities here? Suresh Chandra Mazumdar and Prafulla Kumar. Just remember these names and regarding this Ananda Bazar. So they may confuse with these things with this, which Patrika? Amrita Bazar Patrika. So next, coming to this 100 years events. Next one, 1947. So how many years? Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. Okay. So who is the Governor General Viceroy at that time? Mountbatten. So just go through him. Next, very important one. Ratcliffe Commission. Got it? This Ratcliffe Commission is a boundary commission set up to partition Punjab and Bengal. It's very important. Just go through after the class get some extra info regarding it. Next, very important one, Indian Independence Act. There may be a possibility. There are many provisions regarding it. Just go through it. Next one, Industrial Dispute Act 1947. So 100 years. So we may link this with what? Current affairs. Recently they have given this what? Labor codes. There are 4 labor codes. Do you remember? If you are aware of this, last year's 4 labor codes are there. In that one is code on, what is that one? Code on industrial relations. What's its aim is to consolidate. Just remember these 4 labor codes are important. In this one, this code on industrial relations it is trying to consolidate these acts. So in this code they have this act. So it has reached its 100 years target. So there may be a chance regarding whether it's these labor codes or these industrial disputes acts. Just see here. So they have consolidated. So they may ask that code on industrial relations may consolidate which of the following acts. There may be a question like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1 only. Got it? So see here, Industrial Disputes Act 1947, Trade Union Act 1922, Industrial Employment Act 1946. Got it? Hey. Yeah.
Nice. Done.
So Next, see here. So see here, another thing I found at this time is regarding this Article 370, because he has worked like anything at this time. Because why I picked this Shyamprasad Mukherjee is regarding this Bharatiya Janasangh, because we are very familiar, our government is BJP, so these Hindutva issues are there, so he is very famous personality, Shyamprasad Mukherjee, right? So see here, just go through these things. He strongly opposed the Article 370. By remembrance of his name, there is a mission. What is this called? Shyamprasad Rurban. Which ministry? Rural Development. It is its predecessor was Urban Amenities, Provision of Urban Amenities, Rural Areas, Pura. Got it? See here, just after this, just go through these things. Just see here, there is a urban clusters. One is tribal, one is non-tribal and tribal in nature. Urban areas refer to the cluster of 15 to 20 villages having 30 to 40 lakh. So why I picked this is, here the numbers are important because it's a target group. Next, another important thing is, cluster will be geographically contiguous. Gram Panchayats with a population, see, very, very important. 25k to 50k is for which areas? Plain and coastal areas. Next one, 5,000 to 15,000 is for desert and hilly or tribal areas. So there is a link here, see. Got it? Next one, it is a centrally sponsored, central sector sponsored. So see here, its aim, its motto is to development of how many clusters? 300 urban clusters. Got it? So coming to here, so 1947. Just see after if you find something when you are doing these compilations or those things, just look after things, something is there regarding this 75 years. Just see. I'll just after the class I forgot that Azadi Amrit Ka Mahotsav is celebrated by whom? Like which ministry? No? Yeah, obviously it's a culture. So just remember those things. Just we don't know like such kind of things that may don't come, but 75 years is very important because if you see each and every website of government, each and every program of the government, they are mentioning this Azadi Amrit Ka Mahotsav. This means this 2022 year is very important. So 75 years, just see if any other things will come, just pick it out. Next, coming to this next one, 1972, it means how many years? How many years? 50. Okay, 50 years, right? So it is a 50 years thing. So see here, they may ask exactly 50 years or they may ask 1 year prior to it. For example, I didn't mention here Ramsar because it's a last year news there is there. Ramsar. So when this Ramsar convention came? 1971. So they may ask previous years or exactly this year, because I found it because these are already there. You can, if you find in the compilations, because they will try to either you may find it, but these things which we are covering is there may be a chance. Okay, so I'm not concentrating on those things because we need to work smartly. Why you need to work very hard for everything? So see here, 50 years, obviously UNEP, United Nations Environment Program, 1972. So see each and everything when you see something, if it is environment related, so if you see this UNEP concept, just see the things. So it is founded as a result of UN Conference on Human Environment. So it is what? UN Conference of human environment, not something sustainable development or something, human environment. So that is the reason why they have picked this one, UNEP. So which conference? So what they will do is, by basing on the Stockholm conference, they will ask some chronology. For example, Stockholm conference and other things, BTWC, Biological Weapons Convention. Next one, Washington Consensus. Other things, I am telling that just see that they may give the chronology, chance is there. So next, the publications, very important. This is the recent data of the recent, at least yesterday's data in this UNEP. Okay, so Frontiers 2022 noise blazes mismatches. Frontiers 22 report is by whom? UNEP. You may think it is something else, but you didn't think. So emission gap, it is very familiar. Adaptation gap, global environment, these are the very familiar. Actually GEO6 is there. Just after the class, go to this GEO6 data regarding India. Global Environment Outlook Report 6. Just go through this India data regarding only just India data, because last year, like 3 to 4 years, they are asking some data related questions, whether groundwater or something. So just go through it. Next, coming to this World Environment Situation Room. It is a data, information and knowledge on environment. It is something like a portal. Next one, Act Now Speak Up campaign. So these campaigns are very important. It is related to this climate change. By whom? UNEP. Next one is Life Cycle Initiative 2002 to 2022. It was ending this year, 20 years. So if you see this, last year this if you see this future view, we want a question was asked. 2012 or something, they have asked a question regarding this future we want. It is related to what? UNFCCC Secretariat. The answer is UNFCCC Secretariat. So they may ask like that. So Life Cycle Initiative is an initiative of what? UNEP. Okay, Life Cycle Initiative. It is regarding what? Sustainable consumption. Consumption related. Okay, 2020. So it was ended this year. So that is the reason why I have picked this important one, because this is the last year, right? It's going to end. So that's important. Next one is Wildlife Protection Act. You generally have this data. Just go through this. Like how many schedules? 6 schedules. Just go through this. What is this vermin? What is this chief wildlife warden? So everything is related to there. Just go through these things. Next one, very important thing is state emergency. Emergency chapter is, I think there is a 90% chance of asking this year, whether it is prelims or mains, regarding this emergency, there may be a chance. So at this time, second time. Okay. So who till now they have how many times? 3 times. Is it done during the time of whom? Indira Gandhi. Got it? Okay. Just see this. Just go through this polity concept. It is emergency. Just go through it. Emergency provisions. Next, coming to this Bangladesh. So Bangladesh war 1971 was over. Operation Searchlight. Just remember these exercises. Exercise Sampriti Army. Milan for Navy. Longest land boundary with India. Which is the country? Bangladesh. Next, both are the members of SAARC and BIMSTEC and IORA. Who's the persons? Indian and Bangladesh are members of these 3 organizations. SAARC, just remember what they will give is, instead of this BIMSTEC, they will use BRICS or something else. Just remember those things. Next, see here, land boundary agreement with this Bangladesh in 2015. So it is the result of what? Which constitutional amendment? 100th constitutional amendment. Next one, how many? So see here, there are how many transboundary rivers? 54. So greater than 50. Just remember, I only didn't think such many transboundary rivers are there, but I came to seeing this data. I've got astonishing. So see here, Tipai Muk Dam on river. Which river? It's a recent current affair. On Barak River. Very, very important. If you see this last 3-4 years paper, they have asked a question regarding which river? Feni river. It is a river between India and Bangladesh. So this is the current Tapaimuk dam on the river Barak. So we don't know. After the class, just go through this Barak river. Where is its origin? Which are the areas it's flowing? Whether it is water, it's creating an estuary or something. Just see whether something is there regarding this Barak river. Got it? Next one, Tripura. Very, very important. Tripura became full state. Got it? So these are the members of the languages. If you see this last year paper also, they have asked some languages, Ho something. If you see this last year paper, they have asked a question. So see here, Riang, Chakma, Kuki, Mog, they belongs to which state? Or these are what? These are tribes. They speak same this language also. Tribes and their languages. Regarding these things, just go to this. Riang is very important. Chakma, Hazong is very important. So just see here whether these tribes, just if something given to this Tripura, just look after these tribes. Next, see the boundaries. Bangladesh, Assam, Mizoram. So how many states are bordering Tripura in India? What?
States bordering Bangladesh.
Which one? Here. Yeah, I'll tell you. Forgot. What I'm talking? You're talking about this one or this one?
He's asking whether you're telling about states bordering.
Yeah, I'm states bordering Tripura. So I forgot here. I'll tell you. I'll come here. So see here, states. Here we're talking about the Tripura. So we are bordering the states of Tripura. So it's a country is here. Assam and Mizoram are the only two states which is bordering Tripura. Got it? Next, see here. I forget to see here. Just go through this after the class. Just go through this map. Just see how many how many states which are bordering this Bangladesh. Okay, after the class, just go through it. Next, see this. Which is the largest state which is bordering Bangladesh? Obviously, West Bengal. See, such kind of questions they may ask because this Bangladesh is in the news. Okay, whether they may ask this map based. I have already told you, right? Map based, because this is related to this 1971 Liberation War. After this, we got this friendship treaties between this India and Bangladesh. So that is the reason why very important here. So just go through the map of the Bangladesh regarding these boundary aspects and these reverse aspects. Next, coming to this dances, Hosagiri dance, Garia dance, Lebang, Bomani. Okay, these are the dances because these are data archaeological sites. Unkoti, Pilak, Devatma. So why I am stressing you is, so this year they have a full state. So that is the reason why we don't know. There may be a huge chance they may ask. So coming to this wildlife sanctuaries, go through it, and national parks. Just go through it. So what about this clouded leopard ka IUCN status? Yeah, it's vulnerable. So this clouded leopard national park is at where? Where it is? Tripura. Yeah. So fine, see here regarding this thing. Next, coming to this Club of Rome, very, very important. The report which was published here is limits of growth. Very important report. It is it has changed the course like anything after. If you see that apart from UPSC, last CDS exam, other 2-3 exams, they have asked UPPSC exam, they have asked these limits of growth is published by whom? Obviously, they will give the first option what? World Economic Forum. Obviously, they will give that. So just concentrate. This is very important. This limits of growth is very, very important. So if you open this website page also, you may find this. It will 50 years of its limits of growth. It's a club. It was done by this Club of Rome. It's a non-profit informal organization, not an intergovernmental body. The first global revolution. It's a publication given by this Club of Rome. Think tank TT30. It is by which one? Club of Rome. Next one, from inequality to sustainability, limit and beyond, the Ntca, ecological civilization. So these are the publications. I think you have never heard in the news, right? So these things they will concentrate because there is a 50 years for this. limits of growth. It is related to this Club of Rome. So they may ask a concept from this Club of Rome. Okay, these will get only in the website. Now it's not the time to go into the website, search a feature and everything. It takes very huge amount of your time. So just another thing is biological weapons. Very important. Okay. So biological weapons, I'll tell you, like, you can find this anywhere. For example, if you type in the Google, you may find this, what is related to this biological weapon convention. You may get the data. But what are the important thing is, what are the biological weapons? What may be the, so it is came in the 1972. What may be the biological weapons? What may be the chance? So based on these weapons BWC, they may ask a question regarding the science and technology, which of the following are the biological weapons? Which may be a possibility, because these are already established, because anthrax, this botulinum toxin and Francisella tularensis, these are all already countries have used this as a biological weapons, because this was used in the Africa. This anthrax, it is what? Based on what? Bacteria or virus? Bacteria. Next one, botulinum toxin, it is what? Bacteria. Then what they will do is, see, what I am thinking, the content relating to this biological weapon convention is already there in the news. But the things, when you are doing such kind of things, because the extreme and beyond things, for example, regarding this disease and this, what is this? Microorganisms. This is the things you need to focus, because this is an extra effort. Got it? So just go through this BTWC after the class. Okay. So obviously, see here, Republic of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has got republic when? 1972. So mostly probably this question will be important, because 50 years for this Republic of Sri Lanka. Now Sri Lanka is in crisis. So if you see the yesterday's or day before yesterday's or last 1 week news, you will find an event regarding the Sri Lanka, right? So just very important. So Sri Lanka became a republic. They may ask, what is the republic? Exactly, what is the definition of republic? Yeah. So see here, whether it is so they have removed a monarch, whether it is a nominated or elected, it should be a head of the state, it should be a republic, it should be elected by a body. So it's framed a new constitution. Just the most popular religion is Buddhism. So most popular are Sinhalese. People living over there is Sinhalese. Got it? So India, Sri Lanka members, BIMSTEC and SAARC, Operation Pavan, Indian peacekeeping forces to control Jaffna from LTTE. See, very important this year. Ports of Sri Lanka, because you know this Hambantota port, given lease to whom? China. So India has given some East Container Terminal project. India has got this contract, East Container Terminal. These are recent current affairs. Got it? And the recent another current affairs is Indo-Sri Lanka currency swap agreement. Very important. So we are doing this topic of political relations when we are doing in the economy. We are doing, so see, we have, see, if you see this topic, the content, see the content. So here is which topic? Republic is polity. Next one, Buddhism is something history, right? This one is India Sri Lanka relations, IR. Ports, geography. Got it? Next one, currency swap is related to what? Economy. Next one, this is the current one, recent one, last 15-20 days back. There is a Pipri Vaha. After the death of Buddha, you know this, there are 8 relics was dispersed. So one of this relic was gone into this Sri Lanka. So recently Sri Lankan president have given this relic back into this Piprivaha. So this is the relic from where? Piprivaha. Where it is? UP. So after the class, just go through this Pipravaha Stupa. Okay. So see here, it's very important. See, if you see this in this small content, there is a different dimensions. If something, why I have written this kind of thing is, if a question came in the mains, you need to answer at least these kind of topics. You need to be aware of those things. So that is the thing we have picked. So just after the class, just go to this Point Pedro, where it is, Sri Lanka. Point Trincomalee. Next one, Port Colombo. Next one, Kanaka Seturai. Next one, Port Gal. Next, Hammantote, you already know this thing. So see here, this in this Port Colombo, this East Container Terminal is Sri Lanka has given India the chance to do it. Okay. So it is 30 years, 1992 to 2022. So just go through it. Rio Summit. It is what? United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. Then what about earlier one? UNEP one? Human Environment. See here, it is an environment and development, that is human environment. So what they will do is, they will interchange that sentence to this sentence. Because those two things are there in news. They will change those things. Just be aware of those things. Got it? So obviously, you people know this. It resulted in the following documents: Rio Declaration, Agenda 21, Forest Principles is a very important thing. So non-legally binding. So Rio +5, 97, 2002, South Africa, Johannesburg, World Summit. See here, again see here, World Summit on Sustainable. That is a World Summit. Here it is what? United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. See, very important. These things are very important for you. Next one, Agenda 21 for Culture. When? There may be a chance. I think I found it very important here. Next, Rio +20, 2012. United Nations Conference. So, document is what? So, this was asked when? 2013 or 14. They have asked a question regarding this future we want. Next, see here, Rio Summit, 3 conventions, UNFCCC, UNCBD, UNCCD. So, just remember, the body which controls is High Level Political Forum. Next, another thing, it is an international event. Just after coming to this national thing, Panchayat Raj and Municipalities, 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment 1992. Got it? Just go through it. Very, very recent things I've picked here, but that static data, go by yourself, because it is a polity concept. Just go by yourself. Regarding this Panchayat Raj and Municipalities, see here, Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. E-Gram Swaraj is an e-base, electronic things. Next one, Swamitva. Which ministry? I am talking about here these things regarding this Ministry of Panchayat Raj. Okay. So that is the reason I have picked, because they may link this Panchayati Raj institution, or they may ask the chronology of those commissions will be there. They may ask the commissions ka chronology, right? Or they may, for example, this GVK Rao committee, Balwant Rai, they may ask their committee. So if they want to go beyond, they may ask some ministry related schemes, Ministry of Panchayat related schemes. These are Ministry of Panchayat related schemes. Rashtriya Gram Swaraj, E-Gram Swaraj, this Swamitva, very important one. Very means it's like a very important drone survey. Campaign, Vibrant Gram Sabha. Some important are RU tag. What they will use, RU tag recently seen in use. It is a new fast tag technology. Something they will, it is a what? Rural technology. Okay. Office of which one? Principal Scientific Advisor is doing this one. Not something ICAR or something. So that is the reason why I picked here. Next one, 15th Finance Commission, grants to the local bodies. Next one, there are two types, basic grants and tied grants. Just go through this, 15th Finance Commission, very important this year. Next one, demolition of Babri Masjid, same year, 1992. So built by whom? UP area, built by Mughal General Mir Baki. He is the Governor General of whom? Babur. This is the very important data because they may ask this Governor General belongs to which one or something. Next one, Librahan Commission. Regarding what? Ayodhya inquiry. Very, very important. Next, extra to read is LPG reforms by yourself. Next one, SHB linkage program. SHG, sorry. Self-help groups linkage program. Okay, by whom? NABARD. So next, you need to go through this thing because there's a lot of data is there. Indira Sane case. Just go through this article 16 and it is the limit should not cross 50% because if you see this last 1 to 2 years current affairs, you may see this Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu. So lot of states are trying to cross this 50% breach. Okay. So if you see this NCBC, all these things, NEET exam, if you see this, everything is regarding this Indira Swani judgment. So there may be a chance. Just go through 1 to 3 points of this Indira Swani judgment, what it has given at that time. So just link this current affair, something is there in your compilation or not, see that. So don't go much beyond it. Next one, 25 years. 25 years is what? 1997. So coming to this TRI Act 1997, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. So you already know this government bodies are asking in the exam, public bodies. So see here, there is a chairperson will be there, 2 whole time, 2 part time. Recommendations are non-binding, they are not binding. Got it? It is a statutory body, comes under Statutory Act, TRI Act of 1997. The powers is what? Appointment of inquiry, order for inspection, issues direction to the service providers. Amended in 2010, they have placed this TDSAT. What is this one? Telecom Dispute. Just tell me. Yeah, Dispute Settlement Appellate Tribunal. Okay. Selecting member in the consultation with whom? Okay. So chairperson is this here, this one. So decree of a civil court not bound by which one? CRPC. Okay. This has proposed this PM Vani. You already know this one, right? For example, if you gone through this outside, you may find this Act Free Fiber Net or something. If your Wi-Fi is turning on, it is like something like if you find this thing, it's an internet. Like wherever you go, there may be internet based on your connection. Like 20 rupees or 30 rupees based on, for example, 1 rupee, 2 rupee. If you ever visit this airport, they'll give 30 minutes of free internet service. So something it is then trying to. So if you see, they may connect this Vani to this BharatNet project is there. In future, so Vani is what? Wi-Fi access network interface. Next one, 3 apps are developed by this TRI. What are those one? My Call app, My Speed app, Do Not Disturb. So you may think these may be a silly, but we don't know. They may ask. So next, Kyoto Protocol, very famous. India ratified, US never. This intention is what? Kyoto is greenhouse gas emissions. It is based on the principles of common but differentiated responsibilities. Only global treaty with binding limits on. So classification, Annex 1, Annex 2, Annex B, non-Annex LDCs. Got it? So here you need to consider Annex B. So the commitment period is 2 periods. Second one is what? Doha round. Doha amendment. Got it? 2012. So see here again the year is there, 10 years. So it is related to what? Kyoto Protocol. Just be aware of these things. So Doha round is related to what? Doha round. WTO. So Doha agreement is related to what? Kyoto Convention. Next, see the gases which are available in this one. Next, market mechanism, clean development mechanism, carbon trading, joint implementation. I think you'll get this data in our regular books or something. So just after this, just go through this, read this static. Because how many years? 25 years. Next one, NASA Pathfinder is to where? Mars. Next one, NASA plus European Space Agency plus Italian Space Agency has launched this Cassini-Huygens. Cassini is what? So it is a thing to the Saturn. Okay. So it's linked to the, so Cassini is what? Orbitor. Huygens is what? Titan. Titan is what? Moon of. So this mission is regarding the Saturn. So India is going to launch Shukrayan mission. Yeah. In near future, just see, telling that something, any missions regarding this one, Artemis program is there. So I'm telling that completing this 25 years. Okay. Next, can any one of you can just read this name? Huh? Just write. Just don't read this content. Just write. Huh? Just write. Anzi Gongzi Bozaxiu. Okay. Do you ever heard this name? No? No, not at all. So fine, we'll see here. The Bengal famine of 1943 had brought death and misery to the city, and the August 1946 was declared what? Direct? You know this thing, right? Obvious. Direct action day on what? They want independence. Muslim League has declared all these things. Okay. Marked the beginning of Hindu-Muslim violence in the state. Experiences the call within call. Just remember these points. Call within call. And this direct action day on September 10, 1940, when she was travelling to the Loreto Convent in Darjeeling by train from Calcutta to her annual retreat. It made her realize that she was to leave Covenant and help the poor while living among them. She began her missionary work with the poor in 1950, replacing her traditional attire with a simple white cotton saree with a blue border. She founded missionaries of charity. She converted abandoned Hindu temple Kali Ghat into the home of dying. The home was renamed Kali Ghat was what? Pure Heart. Home of Pure Heart is what? Nirmal Hriday. Next one is she later opened a hospital for those leprosy, Shanti Nagar. City of Peace. So, by this description, just tell me who's her? Yes, obviously. She died in 1997. So, 25 years of her death. So, this is her original name. She is from Albania. Okay, this is her original name. Who is her? Mother Teresa. So just remember this one, Nirmal Hriday, City of Peace. It belongs to whom? Mother Teresa. So there may be a chance. Got it? So they have asked this St. Xavier, right? We don't know. They may ask regarding her also. Next one, this need to be done by yourself. It's a homework for you. It's very easy. PCA framework. What is this? Prompt corrective action framework. Recent there is a changes are there. Just study the parameters, all this. Next, Surface Act. It is to deal with what? Surface Act is for what? To deal with NPS. Okay, Surface Act is 2002 and this PCA framework, Biodiversity Act. So why I have picked this one is these are in the news. Recent amendments there in both these three things. Recent means recent amendments. Biodiversity Act was recently diluted. Recently, if you find the things. So next 15 years is a nano mission. Just go through this after the class. These are very important. So short there may be a class, there may be a question regarding these three things. Next, coming to this 10 years, 2012, 17+1 initiative. You may find, I think you didn't find such kind of thing. So see here, 17+1 initiative, China and Central Eastern European countries. So with whom? China and Central Eastern European countries. Initiative China led, format founded in when? 2012 in Budapest, with an aim to expand cooperation between Beijing and the Central and East European. So members, see the 12 members, so they are not that much important. So see here, the framework on what? It's not military stuff, it is an infrastructure. So the 17+1, so if you have your IQ, use this. 17+1 initiative supports the China's BRI initiative. Will it supports the 17+1 initiative? Obviously, right, it is infrastructure. Obviously China is constant, so they don't give such kind of direct links. By using your IQ, you need to pick those things. So coming to this, recently this Lithuania quits China 17+1. So now it came what? So it is in 2 events going 10 years plus it's a recent event. So what is the country get out of it from this one? Lithuania. 17+1 is a China led, just remember that one, not something EU or something this environment, sustainable development, COP26, all these things. Next, Rio +20, you already know these things. Next, the important thing here is it was organized. See, this Rio +20 was organized by whom? Ntca. Okay, United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs, very important one. Just go through it after the class. Ntca. Just note down the content from it. Next one, see this document, we already gone through this. See here another important point is Ecology and Environment Inc. is an organization and a New York based environmental engineering and consultation company partnered with UNCSD to create what project? So that is the why this is a ending document during the time of, for example, something during the time every document, for example, COP26 global methane pledge is there in COP26. Got it? Something like that, ending of a project, there may be some important one is. So this is the very important one of this Rio +20. Project Earth Network. If they have given such kind of question, you cannot assume that from where they have given that question, because you are not aware of these things. You generally have touch with these normal current affairs, normal books, normal compilations. When you go deep into these websites only, you may find these things. So coming to here, next one is India Biodiversity Awards 2012. Which ministry? Ministry of Environment plus UNDP, not UN. Okay. So see here, till now 5 times. So these are the categories, because 10 years was happened regarding this. So these categories are important. Okay, conservation of wild and domesticated species, sustainable use of biological resources, replicable mechanism of access and benefit sharing, best biodiversity and management committee. So see here, this biodiversity management committee comes under which, like what is the it prepares what? Biodiversity register. If you ever heard, if you ever read this Biological Diversity Act, this biodiversity management committee is at the lower level. So if it is a 3-tier stage, it is in the lower level, very important. You may think this biodiversity management comes under something state level or something central level, but it comes under the lower level. Got it? So see here, there is a 2 lakh cash prize. Got it? 2 lakh cash prize is there. So then in the question in the India Biodiversity Awards, this is the 4th time. So now it is 5th time. So there are 10 categories. No, it is a 4 categories. There is no monetary benefit. There is a monetary benefit. Got it? Yeah. So see this ministry plus which international organization is supporting it? UNDP. I think it is very familiar, everybody know. So 2012 it was came. So 10 years. So it is the news. So it is for online transactions and the QR based also. So you already know these things. So see here, business with an annual turnover of more than 50 crores will have to offer low cost digital payment options to the customers. MDRs will not be levied on customers and so see here 50 crores upar hai. So this MDR will not be levied. This is the recent current affair. Just go, you know this, the merchant discount rate is related to what? You already know these things, right? So fine, it is related digital payments. Next one, UNCBD COP 11. Where it was? 2012. Where? Hyderabad. So it is the only one conference of this UNCBD in India. Got it? So if you see here, very important is CBD logo consists of 3 major motifs. If you see this, why I am picking you this thing is, if you see this, that, what is that convention? Gandhinagar Declaration one. Yeah, CMS convention also, they have asked the GB, they have asked related to this GB, Great Indian Bustard. Okay, a question. So this logo of 3 major motifs. One is what? Royal Bengal tiger on upper part. See, this is the Royal Bengal tiger. A woman with a bird and a leaf at the center and a dolphin on the lower part of the circle. So see, they have, we don't know, we are assuming, so we are guessing the things. That's why I am trying to broaden your mind. So there may be a chance here they have talked about dolphin, tiger and something bird. So it is a bird means something you cannot fix. So just go through this dolphin, and dolphins are, how many types of there are? How many types of dolphins are there in India? India is enough, not beyond ourselves. So dolphin species something in news, whether it is Indus River dolphin, Gangetic dolphin or Irrawaddy dolphin. Mostly all of these are endangered status. Okay. So why I picked this concept? Because to tell this dolphin, so something, logo is also an important thing. So plan and programs launched during the COP11 is BirdLife International launched, very very important, E-Atlas of Marine Important Bird Areas. Who launched it? BirdLife International. So BirdLife International is important here. Got it? Next one, NTCA, National Tiger Conservation Authority. So also declared its plan to create a national end database for tigers, the flagship species of India, providing a unique identification code and number to each one of these big cats. So what they will do is NTCA, so they'll give this statement, last statement. It was recently declared in the St. Petersburg Declaration. Is it correct? You are familiar with the St. Petersburg. Like every aspirant who are preparing this regarding this tiger, they may have touch with the St. Petersburg. So this, by seeing this statement, you may think it may be a correct one, but it was came and went, which is a like UNCBD COP11. So next 5 years. So see here, there's nothing much here. So see, two things you need to see. Sankalp Siddhi Scheme Yojana. It is a new India movement for how many years? Huh? 5 years, very important. See why I picked this way. Sankalp Se Siddhi scheme is there. Major social and economic issues will be covered. So it is in the occasion of 75 years of Quit India. At that time, they have launched this Yojana. Okay, new scheme. The key features, so Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Ministry will supervise the entire program. Which ministry? Sankalp Se Siddhi Yojana. Got it? Under this scheme, events and other social activities will be organized through these events. So this is the thing. So discrimination. So you need to focus on these things. So something, nothing much here. So something for a development, they are focusing on these aspects. So for a betterment aspects. So this is the scheme by which ministry? Ministry of Agriculture. So see, again another thing is there. Sankalp Se Siddhi. It's a tri-fed village and digital connect drive. It is another one. So don't see the options. Whether they are talking about the Sankalp Se Siddhi, this village development one, digital one, or they are talking about this scheme Yojana. So that is it may be a great scheme. What they will do is they will try to interchange these things. This tribal one with this agriculture one to make you to confuse. Got it? So it's the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, MOTA. Next one, just go through these things. These two things, just nothing much here. Just go through these things. Next one is Network for Greening Financial System. Obviously, it is for what? Just by seeing this name, just tell me what is it? So something greening for financial system, for environmentally supporting, right? Finances for the environment or something. So launched at where? Paris One Planet Summit, not something this UNFCCC or not something this World Economic Forum. Not all this, just so they will change this Planet Summit to this World Economic Forum. They'll give every content same, everything they'll give the same thing, but they'll just change the statement World Economic Forum. So it is a false. So such kind of questions you need to think more here. Planet Paris One Climate Summit 2017. So why I have picked here is recently who joined? RBI has joined. Got it? So nothing NABARD or something. Generally something for this thing you may think NABARD will come. So here why I picked this one RBI. So here includes whom? Central banks and financial supervisors. Secretariat is hosted by France. Next one, Pradhanam Mantri. It means for what? Sahaj Bijli. Bijli means electricity. Her house. What? This is for what? House. It means residential, not for commercial, right? Got it? By the scheme name only you will pick those statement, because what will do it was launched in 2010 to ensure electrification of all households and commercial complexes in the rural areas and urban areas. Is it correct? They have added a single word here. It will change the target of the scheme. So for each and scheme there will be a target. So why I am stressing you at this time, because in the last stages of your 20 days preparation, if you are reading a scheme or something, just focus on what is the content, what is the target area. If you are writing something, if you are picking an option in the prelims exam, also see whether the scheme is going on the target audience or not. Okay, that is why I picked this scheme. So it is universal household electrification in the country through last mile connectivity, providing access. Also these are all normal things. So rural as well as urban. Next, see here, SECC data will be available. The connections under the scheme by paying how much? Rupees 500. So I have told you, right, when I am saying this positive statements, improvement in education is a positive statement. Enhance better health is a positive statement. Enhanced connectivity through radio, television, mobiles. Is it correct? Enhancement. So positivity. Increased economic activity and jobs is a positive statement. Improved quality of life, especially for women. Is it a positive? Is a positive one? So see, if you don't need think much, because this scheme has targeted these household people for electricity. For this electricity, it obviously gives these benefits. These are positive outcomes. So they are not talking about negative thing, something negative. It will impact women lives like anything. They didn't talk about. So you don't concentrate much those things. If something any negative statement only, you need to concentrate. Until and unless try to skip those things. Next, see here, the beneficiary household will get one LED light, one DC power plug. It includes the repair and maintenance of meter only for 5 years. Just remember, LED, DC power plug and repair and maintenance meter. Next one, which ministry? Obviously, right. So, Bijli means Ministry of Power. It's not new and renewable. So, extra you need to focus is, this is the 5th year. This year there will be conducting of 2017. Ramnath Kovind got elected. So, this year completion of the term of this president and this vice president. So, there may be a question, there may be a chance of polity question regarding this president and vice president. Next, another thing is India joined as Shanghai Cooperation member 2017. Got it? So, India and Pakistan एक ही time पे join हो गया. Next one, India's GST. So, just go through these organizations. So, I can cover these things, but it's no point of, because these are very static things, because these are current affairs, because very easy to done by yourself. India's GST came into the force. PM Matru Vandana Yojana. And another great thing is what? What? 200 rupees note got released. See here, just remember these articles 52 to 70. Just go through this. What is the manner of election of president? Got it? Just go through all these static things. So see here, another important thing you may get from this 200 rupees note is what? Sanchi Stupa. Which state? Yes. Madhya Pradesh. So just to go through these elements. When this came, what are its toranas? What are its toranas? What are its gateways? What is this harmika? The part and elements of a stupa are very, very important. Elements, matlab this come to this architecture and the notable things in this Sanchi Stupa. Just go through this wiki or something wherever this Sanchi Stupa is important, because the 5 years for this 200 note. So on this 200 note there is an what? Sanchi Stupa. Just go through another things also. I think I think 2000 note, I think Ranika Vav is there. Which one? 50 note? I don't know, something. Ranika Vav. Just the notes, just see the notes. There may be in this art elements also. Just go through those elements. Fine. We don't know. There may be a chance. Try to remember, try to make note of these points, because we don't know, there may be a chance. Next one. 2021, last year's Uttarakhand floods. Very, very important. There may be a chance is huge. Tapovan Dam. Which river? Obviously, river is there. Next one. Just tell me. The river is there. So, go to this river. What is the river regarding this? Next one, UNSC got non-permanent. India got non-permanent membership, 2 years. Okay, just see here. This is a 2 years term. So just go through this UNSC. When it came. Next one, SEZ Act. It was mentioned in the news in the recent budget and economic survey. Very, very important. Very important regarding the SEZ. Next one, Enforcement Directorate. Which ministry? Anyone, any guess? Yes, Finance Ministry. Next one is Ramappa Temple. Okay, UNESCO World Heritage. Where it is? Telangana. Next one, Summer Olympics. I found this may be an important sports topic, so that's why I picked only one thing. And this one also, Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. Why? Because they have changed earlier, it is a Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award. They have changed their name into Dhyan Chand. Just go through these two things. I found that it may be a chance. Next one, Backward Places Commission. States has given permission to note their things. Did you ever go through these recent things? It's a polity. Next one, National Monetization. It may be a 100% question, I think so. National Monetization Pipeline or National Infrastructure Pipeline. Dono mein. Narcotic Control Bureau. Airlines, very, very important. Why? Because Tata acquired Air India. So, if you know or not, I don't know, but prior to the first bank nationalization is 1969. Prior to this nationalization also, in 1953 only, this airlines got nationalized. So very important. This chronology is important. Next one, Adi Shankaracharya Statue. So this whole Bhakti movement. So this Adi Shankaracharya belongs to which one? Which Bhakti? Advaita, Dvaita, all these things will be there. Advaita, right? Yes, Advaita. Non-dualism. So just go through those things. Next one, Chief of Defence Staff. Next one, Afghanistan, Ukraine. Next one, UNFCCC COP26. Very important. A question is 100% will be there. Methane pledge or Panchamrita. Whether it is prelims or mains, just go through this. So these are cherry picked stuff. Based on the analysis of the previous year's papers only we have, because if you see this lot in the topic in 2021, there are lot of events are there. But based on the previous year's papers, we have picked these things because there may be a huge chance of whether it is in prelims or mains. So, next one is, this is another thing. Ending in this year, what are the things are ending? One is what? Hamid Dalwai panel on what? Doubling the farmer's income. So there may be a question. I am telling that what are the, see here, recommendations of this person, Hamid Dalwai panel, related to which one? Agriculture. Next one, end of single-use plastics by 2022. So see, what are the single-use plastics? So just read this, plastic waste rules are there. Just go through this thing. Next one, PM Awas Yojana Urban. It's a centrally sponsored scheme. Got it? Next one, PM Swanidhi. It's for whom? Street vendors. So these are ending in 2022. So there may be huge chance. So picking these things, it took like lot of time for us. So Mission 25 by 22. It's a part of what? Poshan Abhiyan. Stunting, it is Mission 25 by 22 for stunting, not for undernutrition or anemia or wasting all those things. So it's for what? Next one, universal periodic review. For every 4 to 5 years, you need to submit, a country should submit UPR, universal periodic review, regarding what are the violations that has happened or something happened in a country, to whom? United HRC, UN Human Rights Council. Okay, just go through, see, very important. So these topics are very picked because huge chances. Next, coming to this, things to focus in the last time, the areas this time is trends, whether it is a taxes. Okay, next one, sectors. Which sector? For example, I have told you, right, when I am starting the discussion, agriculture sector has stagnant in nature, something. Sectors and the remittances. Remittances. For example, India has, you know the thing, right? According to the report, India has the largest remittances, right? Yeah. So see, I'm telling the trends. Just see the trends. I think you have this economic survey or something is there with you, right? Just on that economic survey, this gist of this economic survey, just go through these trends. Just see the trends. Got it? Next one is species. Species which are in the news. Caracal cat, snow leopard, cheetah. These are very familiar, very important. I think most of there may be others also. I am telling their species because this last 20 days, I am guiding you this last 20 days what to choose. Next one is map. I have already told you in the starting how to pick this map. Next one is what? Reports. World Economic, very important. Why picked? Because if you have an IQ, if you try to analyze, if you try to eliminate, a program, a report of this World Economic Forum, it will be like because you know that global social mobility report. This global social mobility report is given by this World Economic Forum. If you try to remove this one, at least in an options, if you try to remove World Economic Forum something, then it will we may think that most of the, at least if you have some touch with this World Economic Forum's reports, you may easily pick other reports, like other organizations reports. Next one is UNEPCA, very important, adaptation gap report, and the Ntca. These three are trending. Last 3 to 4 years, these three are trending like anything. If you try to see, it is a reverse engineering. I am telling you here, reverse engineering. Why? Because if you try to eliminate these options, you can find the correct options in the reports. So these three, focus on these three. Next one, to make you more smarter in these last days, see here, mocks. Do mocks like 50. How many mocks I have suggested you? 15 mocks, at least 15 mocks. These 15 mocks, so they are understand yourself, they will help you to understand yourself better. The thing you need to focus is learning through these 15 days you need to do. Oh, don't think that I am getting 20 marks or 15 marks or 55 marks or 100 marks. If you are getting these 120 marks in a single test, you will become what? You will become what? Obviously overconfident. Hey, who will stop us? We'll see. Something that's kind of feeling. So even if you got 150 also in a test, if you got minus negative marks also in a test, just learn the content from it. These 15 tests, something around 1500 topics. So do it these 1500 in a wise manner. When you are doing a test in the first stage, in a first question only pick some important points. Okay, I have told you, right, when you are seeing, for example, Chausta Yogini temple, it's not a circular temple. It's not only the circular temple. Just see what kind of information, look it with your eyes, whether pick that kind of thing and write it aside in 1 to just at least 4 statements aside, that's it. If something long explanation, they will give something half of the page, they will give long explanation. Try to consolidate this thing, just write 4 points regarding this. It will help you in the revision, like when you are in the next day, if you have done today 100 questions, today you have done the 100 questions, right? So these 100 topics, at least you may know, at least try to get some 25 topics ka. Tomorrow revise these 100 questions, with the question and answers. Because when you are doing this thing, try to write in these four different points. So at least remember, in these 100 questions, 25 which you are not touch with it, just remember, remember these 25 questions. So it means that you don't know the art of your mind. It will help you like anything when you are writing the exam. Next, coming to this, time management should be there in your paper. So I have told you like what to pick, what not to pick. So don't be anxious like anything. Be calm, be like cool attempt. Whether don't think that I'll get this 100 marks, 120 marks, 130 marks. Just to focus on the question, that's it. Next, how many times revision should be there of the static in these 20 days? 3 times. at least 3 subjects, 3 into 3. What are the 3 subjects? Polity, history and economy. These 3 subjects, at least 3 times a revision. At least revise, I am telling you, like 3 times of polity and 3 times of economy. Because you can get something 30 questions from directly if you have very good strongness in this static. Next, concentrate on your weak areas. When you are doing these tests, concentrate. When you are doing these mocks, concentrate on the weak areas. So you may like, it is like a calculative approach. When I have told in the starting of our class, why it should be calculative, because so weak areas you can eliminate at the time of doing the paper. Next one, no new content in the last 20 days. It is an funda, means apart from these mocks, no new content, because the things there within your hand is more than enough. Revise it like anything. So I have told you like how to approach beyond questions. How to approach? I have told you, right, that Chausta Yogini temple, it's a beyond question. So something, another question is what? This Xavier, such kind of questions, it's beyond means just leave those things. So it means that beyond means just see whether you are trying to eliminate through options or not, or else leave it. So this is the strategy for beyond questions, whether you can see through it or else avoid it. So see here, this is an important one. When you are attempting a mock, this is a micro analysis matrix. So see here, number of questions not attempted or attempted wrong. Just see here. So why, what is the reason for not attempting and why you are attempting it wrong? So very important. One is due to, so you are not attending because lack of information, or why you are attempted wrong. Next one, due to inability to apply the concept, due to a silly mistakes. Most of the people will fall into this round, I think so, because when you are studying 2 to 3 years, most of the people will know the things, but they will fall into this trap due to, so this risk taking should be also calculative and it should be smart. So for that, what you need to do? Mock test. So see here, just do after do, just I am telling this, just after doing a mock test, just draw this table, like just see the question, just do at least 1 to 2 tests, not I am telling the 15, for 15 tests you should not do this, just 1 to 2 tests, that is full length test, not for a single concept test, full length test. Just go through, see this. So what is the reason for you are not attempting the question, or why you are attempting the wrong question, whether it is due to the lack of information, whether it is inability to apply the concept, which is a concept related problem, or your lack of information, or you silly mistakes, or due to excessive risk taking. If you analyze these things, you can easily, when you are doing an exam, when you are doing the prelims, you will surely know which areas you can attempt. This is the practical strategy. Automatically your mind will develop what to pick, what not to pick, because you know the things. You know the things better than me, because you only studied, you only revised all these things, right? So just be focused on these things. So the next, yeah. What? 50%. 50%. See. Obviously, it is a lack of information only. So, see, if you see this. Yeah, nothing you don't know. Just see, if you see any question, due to lack of information, obviously something you don't know means what? Lack of information only. Next one, inability. The concept for each and everything, sir. If you pick any question, this is under this thing only. If you are attempting a question, it will be 100% on this, in this bracket only. It cannot go outside. Because if you know that, don't know the thing means lack of information. If you are wrong means because of the lack of concept. You are doing a silly mistake. Whether it is excessive risk taking. So I have told you, right, all of the above one. So if you until and unless you know this difference between upcoming and the established one. So you try to club it as a science and technology. You didn't differentiate those two things. If you don't differentiate two things, you may risk the thing. Because some brother have told, some YouTube video have told that there is, you need to take all of the above in this science and technology concept. But you don't know this classification. So how can you do that? So that there the IQ matters a lot. Got it? So coming to here, final. So the disclaimer is this analysis based on the probabilities, but in reality possibilities are infinite. So be wise, practice well to achieve the transition from smart learner to smart. So stay calm and create a storm. So chillax. Okay. So this is the end of today's session. So if you have any doubts, please ask me.